plenty of time for traffic or, getting lost. And here I go, I'm on my way to the location, and sure enough, I get lost. Now this is way before GPS. So now my only hope was just to have a stranger help me with directions. Now the only hiccup about this day, it happened to be pouring rain. But I had to flag somebody down. I stop my car, I see an oncoming car, I roll down the window, I stick my head out waving, and not only didn't he stop, he proceeded to barrel through this big puddle, and it splashed all in my face. And so an interview was stressful enough. Talk about first impressions. Anyway, moving on to story number 2. This was an interview with Wayne Laboratories. I wanted this job. And I had the perfect suit, the white silk blouse. I only needed the perfect white high heel shoes. I was in search of these shoes, and I finally found them. The only problem was they were damaged at the toe. The stitching came apart. But I thought, hey, I'll find a shoemaker. He'll make it brand new. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So the day of the interview, the suit, the white silk blouse, the beautiful high heel shoes, I get to the location in plenty of time. I'm in the lobby. All I need is to just sit there and wait for the interviewer to come downstairs to get me. And right at that moment, the shoe pops. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I had to think fast. So I asked the receptionist for a stapler. Thank goodness she had one. I stapled the shoe, so at least I can walk upstairs to even have this interview. So I'm having the interview with Maggie, and we're going through the question and answer, and all of a sudden I sense that she's staring at my left shoe. Well, I had to say something, and I said, I sense you're staring at my left shoe, and I just want you to know I stapled it. Well, all of a sudden, she makes this funny look on her face, but, we continue on with the question and answer. Now, all of a sudden, I feel like she's staring at my hair. And at that time, I didn't dry my hair with a blow dryer. I just let it dry naturally. And I'm thinking to myself, she doesn't know me. She could think I haven't washed my hair in 2 weeks. I gotta tell her. So I say to her, I'm just sensing that you're looking at my hair, and I just want you to know it's wet. Well, another look, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm getting this job all right. But we continue on. And she escorts me out and says that she will call me on Monday if I do get the job. I said, great. I get home, and I had gone on a lot of other interviews, and I didn't want to refuse any other job before I heard from Maggie on Monday. At this time, it was way before answering machines, so my phone is ringing, and I won't answer it. And then I'm calling my friends, are you calling me? You're calling me? Because I can't answer the phone. And finally on Monday, Maggie calls. And she says, you have the job. Well, I was elated, but a little dumbfounded. And I thought to myself, well, it's great. And it was only till later on that I finally got to know her a little better. I said, that interview was so bizarre. Why on earth would you ever hire me? And she said, that's just it. You were so bizarre, I knew you'd fit right in.